Okay, well, came back down, and this week we're gonna get the countertop finished up, and right now we're sealing it, and we'll probably grout tomorrow. We got one more application of sealant to apply, and then we're ready for grouting. And then I have the trim piece for the edge, the countertop done. One here, and then two over here. Beyond that, today we didn't do a heck of a lot. I took a nice, very long nap until my mom woke me up to say hi. Oh, we found a little friend out here on the porch. Let's see if he shows up in the video or not. I don't know if you can see him or not, but there's a little bat living in the eave right there, in that little space behind the back. I can tell he's awake, he's moving his ears. And then beyond that we picked up some lumber. Let's go for a little walk to the pole barn. Right over here, these will be the roof rafters that we need for the pole barn. So they're 2x8s by 12 footers. So we had these on the back of a little pickup truck, and this is the first time that we've loaded this one down. The old pickup truck my father-in-law had, we would routinely basically have the frame dragging on the ground. This wasn't quite so bad, but it was the first heavy load that we've taken, and these were fairly heavy. They're very green. So what we'll do is, I'm not sure if we're gonna get to that tomorrow or not, but if we don't, I want to let them air out, so we get them all set with spacers. So I'm gonna go hunt down where my father-in-law went while I was taking my nap. And then I'm going to get some dinner. Of course, I forgot that I pulled out the other lantern and got it cleaned up. This is a 1974 Coleman 228H. It's got a wider top than the other one I picked up. A bit tricky to light compared to, I have a 90s model, and there's a little lever on the backhand side, and I'm not sure what it does, but you have to turn it to get it to work, and it's a bit tricky. I'll figure them out. So I wouldn't let the kids light them. I wouldn't let the kids light the other ones either. So, but yeah, for $10 it wasn't a bad deal. I just cleaned this one up on the wire wheel. Got the frame cleaned up and cleaned the base up. But I got one more I'm going to bring out that I've had for a while. That's a 50s model. That was my grandfather's. I'm going to bring that one out. I need to pick up a nut for the top of that one. But I'll leave the other one in the city. It's nice, you know, my brother especially likes to borrow it. And if you ever lose power, it's nice to have another backup source. I have electric lanterns and all that, but this throws out a lot more light than electric lanterns do. And a little bit of heat, which I guess in the winter time would be nice too. So, yeah. Okay, so the tile's all grouted. Still needs to be sealed, but I think we're going to end up waiting until next time when we come back out to seal it. I got the trim, I guess you'd call it, up. And I'm going to do the backsplash out of the same material. It's just hemlock that I sanded down and put a, I think it's chestnut finish on that I like. So I might end up using that when I trim the windows out and all that. So we put 3 coats of sealant down before we put the grout in. Then we got the trim stained, and I used a combination poly stain, so I only had to do 2 coats and I was done. Attached that, and then we put the grout in this morning. And after that we had some time. It rained. We got the lawn mowed before it rained, and because of the weather and it looking like it was going to rain on and off, we decided to work in the tool shed. I'm going to walk out there and show you what we did out there. So I'm out here in the tool shed, and we're having people come out in a couple weeks, and this is my tool shed also from my outhouse, and it was getting kind of crowded, so we built in a shelf and another shelf over here so we could kind of get some things organized and out of the way. And you know, like I said, we were going to do some work on the pole barn, but the weather was iffy. It rained this morning, there was dark clouds blowing in, and we could work in here without getting wet. But this area here gives us a bit more space, and gives us, yeah, just more space in here. We also weeded through some of the stuff that we don't need anymore. It's junk. Burned some stuff. Found a litter of mice that are no more. There are routinely always mice in here. We kicked a bat out of here too, which, you know, wasn't on purpose. The one that's on the porch just seems to not mind people. This one, once we started working in here, he got out of here. Flew across the front porch in the middle of the day, which I don't think is common for bats. But I guess he didn't like us being out here. So, yeah, we got this done today. And I'm going to walk over to the barn and show you the benches I've been working on. So here are the benches, and the color looks a little bit off on the camera, but it's a forest green. I got 2 coats on the bottom, 1 on the top, and the blue is still showing through a little bit on the top, so probably 2 more coats needed on the top. Then I gotta flip everything over and do the bottoms. So these will get 1 more coat on the top before I flip them, and should have them ready for the party at the end of the month. But it's much brighter than it looked in the can. On the camera it looks kind of subdued. In real life they're very bright green. But and then sometime in the past week, either the county or the town or somebody came in, bye Toad, and trimmed the trees along the road in the right of way. So a lot of it was poplar. We left all that right where it was, but what we got was a nice big stack, 2 truckloads of apple, well, what is it, ash, emerald, I think it was just ash. There's some locust mixed in there too. So this will be, that's next year's fire pile. This will be the years after. Because this is this year's fire pile we cut last year. So that's about what I burned during hunting season, and this is probably about the same amount of wood once you actually split it all up. About a face cord or 2, probably 2 face cord in both piles. But yeah, it was a nice little surprise of them to knock it all down and leave it where we could get at it. Overloaded the truck down a bit to get it where we needed it to. So we're gonna pack it in and head back to the city. So this week, well, I got done the countertop. Next week we'll get it sealed and then the sink installed. So I gotta pick up a drain kit, and we're gonna drain it to a bucket on the outside for now. Get the benches done, or halfway done. Got the tool shed organized. One of the lanterns up. My father-in-law just dropped another one on the front porch. He has a 1954 Coleman. I'm gonna clean that up, and we're gonna leave that one in the barn, or leave one of them in the barn. Doesn't really matter which. So we have some light out here. Like I said, next week, hopefully I'll get to the pole barn. If the weather's nice, we got all of our wood on stacked up, and we got some steel roofing over the top, and all sticklered out so it can air a little bit more because it's very wet. We got the field mowed, and that was just before it rained. And getting these things was actually kind of interesting. I mean, these are 12 foot long, and that bed of the pickup truck is 6 feet long. So when we were over at the Amish sawmill, we stacked them on. They were kind of balancing where they were. So we had them toss a couple just chunks of wood on the top, and that kept the pile from destabilizing as we were driving back. Kept it in the truck. We had it tied down, but I have no doubt that if we had just gone the way it was, it would have snapped the rope. This is pretty heavy. It's probably 700 pounds of wood here, all wet like it is. And the truck definitely, with a 6 foot bed, couldn't keep it. So, I guess for this week, that's it. Thanks for watching.